Yes, I'm on.
You're on.
Is it morning? Good morning. My talk today is post-Cursillo. I am Yolanda, Bermundo. I live the 87th Women's Cursillo at St. Pius X in Sealands Grove, Pennsylvania, and I sat at the Decuria of Lady of Mount Carmel, and I belong to the Holy Name of Jesus Parish. Everything that is done in terms of the Cursillo purpose and methodology has the post-Cursillo as its final objective. The pre-Cursillo and the Cursillo are only preliminary steps towards post-Cursillo. Like everything else in life, it involves a process. Pre-Cursillo, the person seeks Christ. 3-day Cursillo, the person encounters Christ. Post-Cursillo, the person follows Christ. And the perennial living of what is fundamental for being a Christian. So basically, Cursillo has three methods. Cursillo, one method and three phases, and they feed on each other. The purpose of the Cursillo movement. Cursillo pursues a twofold purpose, the immediate one and an ultimate one. Immediate purpose, to provide a foundation so they may live what is fundamental for being a Christian. Love of God and love of neighbor, experienced through three essential encounters: the encounter with oneself, the encounter with Christ, and the encounter with others. Ultimate purpose, to vertebrate Christianity in society, with those who live what is fundamental for being Christian, the love of God and neighbor, to live their daily lives while strengthening three encounters. Purpose of post-Cursillo. In general, the immediate purpose of Cursillo will be achieved by means of the pre-Cursillo and of the Cursillo weekend. The ultimate purpose departs from this immediate one, and it's intended to be fulfilled in the post-Cursillo phase. The basic purpose of the post-Cursillo is to renew, accelerate, and continue the conversion of each individual. And as a consequence, provide a continuous transformation of the environments for which those individuals are responsible, especially their families, neighborhoods, places of work, associations, and other secular situations. Since this only transformed from within, we must orientate the new Cursillistas towards their own appropriate environments. It is not necessary to find a new apostolate or environment for people when they live the weekend. It is not the purpose of pre-Cursillo to make the Cursillo movement an organization or an association of those who have made the Cursillo weekend. Neither is it the function of the post-Cursillo to furnish workers for all sorts of church or human projects, no matter how good they may be. The primary objective of the post-Cursillo is to provide the means for each person to persevere, to strive to live a Christian life, being like the leaven in the yeast within their own unique place where God planted them, in their own environments. It is also not the purpose of post-Cursillo to have people attend friendship group reunions and ultras in order to prove that they are Cursillistas, nor it is the purpose of the post-Cursillo to gather people so that they may examine themselves to see whether they have carried out certain practices or commitments. The purpose of post-Cursillo is to help Cursillistas recognize lay vocation of being church, their secularism in a natural manner. Furthermore, Cursillistas should live by their lay vocation in the structures of the world in which they live. Means of perseverance in the post-Cursillo. From the very beginning, the Cursillo movement has taken responsibility for providing a community for those who have lived the Cursillo. It is within this community where they will be accompanied, supported, and motivated to grow and share their Christian life together. There are two basic means of growth and perseverance in the Christian life in the post-Cursillo: the group reunion for the individual and the ultria for the community. Although both are community structures, one is primarily for the good of the individual and the other is for the good of the community. Since one cannot be realized without the other, both are essential in terms of the method. Both are important for the realization of the direction of our whole life in the light of the gospel, and the opportunity to share the life with other apostles. An isolated Christian is a paralyzed Christian. So too is a group if it is not tied to other groups. The post-Cursillo through friendship group reunion and ultria offers a spiritual community of persons to live according to that attitude. Christians evangelize for the mere fact that they are Christian. This is the only plan that God has for us. It is not a matter of doing Christian things or of doing an apostolate here and there when we have time or when we do not have anything else to do. The Christian's life is an apostolate, and thus all her actions should be apostolic. The school of leaders is to vertebrate the ultria. The school is to the ultria what the team leaders are to the Cursillo weekend. If the school is effective, then through its members, the ultrias will be effective. There cannot be authentic groups, ultrias, and schools without leaders who fully understand the movement's purpose and method, and who are committed to it as their Christian vocation. Let me repeat that. There cannot be authentic groups, ultrias, and schools without leaders who fully understand the movement's purpose and method, and who are committed to it as their Christian vocation. The leaders, team leaders. If the sustaining of apostles is our task as a movement, then it stands to reason that more effort by the leaders and those responsible for the movement should go into post-Cursillo than into any other phase of the movement, including the 3 days. The immediate objective of leaders in the post-Cursillo is to motivate and help the new Cursillista to find a group of Cursillista friends with whom they can meet to share with their 4th day. Unfortunately, many leaders who serve in a Cursillo team don't see this as somewhat essential, or not even as a part of their commitment. To them, once the Cursillo weekend ends, their responsibilities towards the new Cursillista ended as well. The Christian fermentation of environments. The Cursillo movement, having the mentality of the church, has always stressed individual responsibility as a key factor in the process of leavening. While we can strive for community and evangelization, it will always be the individuals, the ones who will carry it out, especially those that motivate and are leaders of others. The church will always be the leaven in the world. That is her mission and the reason for the sacramental presence there. We, as a laity, have a share and responsibility in that mission and presence. Evangelization is a process which leads to leavening, but as such, it cannot be limited to personal contact between persons, but must take in the larger dimensions of life and the situations and environments within such persons and work. Referring to the needs of humanity, the founders could say with clarity, in order to be effective, every apostolic solution must take into consideration the human life which needs to be baptized anew. Therefore, we need not only a partial and individualistic solution, but a transformation of environments that embrace everyone and everything. The whole world must be restored from its foundation. It must be transformed from being savage into being human, into being divine. It must be transformed from being savage into being human, into being divine. The movement is founded on the basic Christian principle that the holiness of life overflows from the holy person and the Christian community into the persons and situations it touches. The basic thrust of the movement then is toward establishing groups of laity anxious to be holy and apostolic, so that this process may begin in the manner of yeast leavening, though evangelization may take place. The countless millions of persons who testify to the effectiveness of Cursillo experience justify the movement's existence as a force of transformation. But more is needed. As mentioned before, the conversion must be progressive, and it must be a progressive process if it is to be a leavening force. We need to remind ourselves that while the perseverance method of the Cursillo, this is the group reunion and ultras, are essential to the Cursillo, they are not ends in themselves. They must serve as a means for Cursillistas to be holy and to be evangelizers in the world. The group reunion and the ultras are the formation and perseverance process for Cursillistas to use as they leaven their environments. In conclusion, the apostolate rejoices upon seeing each one develop their talents. It does not matter if you are many or few, but what does matter is to develop all you have, to put them in the service of others and the Lord. There is no need to force others, but to be a living witness. In this way, we will change the mentality of persons, and as a result, the transformation of environments. De colores.
De colores.